Wow. Hello. Sorry. I'm a little hello there. Apologies if I'm a little out of it today. I did leave work early today because I wasn't feeling well, so wow. Hello, Astrea. How you doing? Hmm. Right. It was harvesting time, wasn't it? That's a nice detail. Drain pipes come disconnected. Oh, lag. Okay. Must have been a patch since the last time I played. I'm all right. It's mostly it's mostly like sore body kind of thing, you know, like when you have a flu and like your muscles and joints and stuff are all sore. But there was lots of people at work today, so they didn't really need me there, so I was just like, I feel like shit. I'm gonna go home and, you know, try and sleep it off. So I came home and I got a nice nap, and I was going to do some more MechWarrior tonight, but well, uh so funny thing, I was going to play off stream the other day. Um I have two. Well, I mean, if you were here for the MechWarrior stream, you saw them, the two people that I play MechWarrior with, my two lance mates, Elite and Firefox. Um, and we've gotten to the point now. Whoa, no, 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 no! Oh, I did not want to do that. We've gotten to a point now where there's one of the DLC story campaigns has triggered, and it's a limited time thing. Like you have a certain amount of time to accept the quest, otherwise it's gone forever. And the game is at the point now where we've got like 4 in-game months to accept it, which means basically with the travel times involved in moving around, we basically got like maybe if there's a mission close by, we could do it. But we're pretty much going to be going straight into that DLC story campaign. And both of my lance mates want to be there for it. Of course, you know. So I was going to play, I think Thursday night I was gonna play, like off stream. Oh, hello Marcus, how you doing? Um, but Elite wasn't able to join because he was having to study for a test that he was doing on Friday. He's in college for some computer sciencey stuff. Um, and so all right, whatever. And then I was like, so if I do stream this on a regular basis, you know, if I do stream MechWarrior on a regular basis, which day on the weekend works better for you guys? You know, Saturday or Sunday? And Firefox was like, oh well, Saturday's usually best for me because I usually work on Sundays. Like, all right. So then tonight, I was like, you know what? We should do MechWarrior tonight. We should start that that DLC story tonight. Get, you know, get the crew together, start the mission, yada yada. And I ask in our group chat, and Elite's like, yeah, sure, I can do that. And Firefox is like, oh, I have plans tonight. Hence why you're getting a late Farm Sim Friday, since I didn't stream yesterday because, no, frankly, I had a massive headache last night. I'm okay-ish, just a bit chilling after some motion sickness. Ugh, yeah, motion sickness is not nice. I'm doing relatively okay. Body feels like shit, but my head is clear, and I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up or anything, so I decided, you know, might as well do my stream. Well, and also, I also have a lovely, some lovely oatmeal raisin cookies to munch on tonight. We, we recently had a little promotion thing at work. Here it was like free coffee and cookies for customers. Oh, what the hell? Um, and yeah, after it was done, they were like, well, we got a bunch of leftover cookies, so you know, people can have what they want. And apparently I'm like the only person at work that likes oatmeal raisin cookies. So I got to get all the oatmeal raisins. Mm. Mm. I was just about to ask that. You know, I like I didn't think it was, given that you've mentioned spending hours at a time in VR before, so I didn't think it was VR that caused it, but you're never really sure. I mean, like, technically, if I'm with other people and I'm not doing large amounts of moving around continuously, I can be in VR for hours as well, but it's you know, as long as I have things to distract me, I don't feel the motion sickness mostly. It's when I try and go on and do, like, exploring worlds on my own and stuff. The little VR game you got this week? Ah, which one? See, I'm one of those poor unfortunate people where I get motion sick just from using the controllers to move around in a world. Like, obviously, when I'm just like walking around within my play space, I'm fine. Which is why I can, spend, you know, hours dancing and stuff, because it's short periods of moving around with the controller to get to the stage or the lap, followed by a longer period of just moving around my play space dancing. So it's fine for that, but it's like when I'm trying to do like explore worlds and stuff, that's when, oh, apparently we had some withering there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, trying to explore worlds is where I have the issues. Like, if I've got other people with me to distract me, it's not so bad, but mm, yeah, it's the distraction that's key. Like, I've played excuse me, I've played Project Wingman in VR before. Um, and well, the first time I tried it was back when I first got VR, and I was yeah, I had to quit halfway through the first mission I tried because the motion sickness was so bad. Um, my time in VR chat has improved that. Like, I can actually go on Project Wingman now and play it in VR, and the distraction of actually playing the game is enough to keep the motion sickness under control. Like, I can feel like a dull discomfort in my head kind of thing, but it's not enough to make me feel actually sick anymore in that game. And, just the sheer fun of being able to actually look around while you're flying the fighter jet is quite worth it. Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna have a lot of canola when this is done. I mean, relatively speaking. Obviously, if I had grown a denser crop like wheat or barley here, I would have had a shit ton more of that than I'm going to get canola, but Merle. Yeah. So, when I get home from work tomorrow, I have to... neck. I have to, go out and inflate the tires on my car, the front tires, which are currently flat. And, use the brief period of time where they will actually hold air to get the car moved out of its parking spot into an open area so that I can call a tow truck and get it taken down to the mechanic so that they can work on it tomorrow morning. So I already have it booked in. It will be nice to have a car available again, and it will certainly save me some money because I have unfortunately found myself I've unfortunately found myself ordering a lot of DoorDash the last few months, and it has significantly racked up my my credit card bill. Well, hello Toasty, how you doing? Long time no see. And Skyfer, hello, hello. But yeah, so I was just doing some quick mental arithmetic, and so plates for my car cost um, roughly 80 odd dollars Canadian a month. So that's about 2.5 DoorDash orders, roughly, given my usual the usual amounts that I end up paying for my DoorDash orders. So yeah, that will definitely even having to buy gas for the damn thing, it will be a significant price savings over constantly getting things delivered. I can actually go get shit without it taking half an hour to walk up there and get it. Hanging in there, but I'm doing okay. Yeah, I heard... Well, I haven't really been keeping up. I heard one thing. I'm sure there was probably more things. Uh... Time to live eating just rice then? I mean, honestly, probably. I probably should, to be honest. It'll certainly be healthier for me. Well, that reminds me, I need to buy a box of rice tomorrow or sometime soon. You know, it feels like this is going to be a lot of canola, but I've already done like 2 and a bit. I've already done the headlands and part of another pass, and I've only got 7,000 liters, so I don't know. Might not be as much as I'm thinking it'll be. Rice is always nice. I've always been more of a potato person myself, to be honest. Um, yeah, it's European sensibilities, I guess. I grew up in Britain for the most part. Potatoes are a big thing over there. I mean, given the time that you and Sophie stuffed me, I mean, what? Good times, good times. Really disappointed on the withering here. I thought I took good care of these fields. Although I suppose that is the better weather mod. There probably wasn't enough moisture at some point, and it just that would be why it withered. Although annoying as hell, because like when I first installed the mod, I did turn on irrigation for the fields, got it up to the proper water levels, and then it fucking rained for like 2 weeks straight, and my fields were like completely saturated. They had too much water. My goodness. At least I don't have it. At least I didn't do the silly thing like Seahorse did and have it set up to automatically trigger whenever I say water. Or randomly slime me, yeah. Oh, Toasty! I have a question. Completely random. Um, I suspect the answer will probably be no. Do you by chance have any interest in the MechWarrior games? Well, the reason I ask is because I recently got into MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. And it does actually have a 4-player co-op option. And I'm kind of looking for more people to play it with, honestly. Unfortunately, it is not free, no. It is, I mean, hold on a second here. The game has been out for a little while. Um, let's see. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks about 30 bucks US for the base game. Although the nice thing with that game actually is if you're playing the co-op multiplayer, um, all you need is the base game. The only person who needs the DLCs is the host. If the host has the DLCs installed, everybody gets access to it in a co-op game. Which I think is is quite nice if, you know, if you only play the thing co-op with other people, you know. You can play it single player with the computer controlling your other 3 teammates. But it does a shit job, honestly. Thank you for the head pats, Archangel. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? 15 USD for you. Nice. Gotta love regional pricing. Been pretty decent, just chilling. Nice, nice, nice. Nope, wrong direction. No clue on the tax I'll pay for it, but I'm guessing it'll be around 20 to 25. Ah, yes, taxes. Gotta love the taxes. What? You're gonna Sky for being lazy. Don't feel pressured, Toasty. Only if you're actually interested in playing the game. Um, I will warn you up front. It can get quite repetitive. Like there are like story campaigns that are, you know, like handcrafted, but the vast majority of the fights that you're going to get into are procedurally generated. Because you, well, I say you, but like the main player, um, plays the role of the leader of a mercenary company. And there is a whole story about seeking revenge on an outfit that ambushed you, destroyed your base, and murdered your father. Um, but a lot of the game is just running around taking contracts to earn money, honestly. So you can buy more mechs, buy more weapons, repair and upgrade your existing mechs and stuff like that. Oh, alarm's going off. Hold on a second. Gotta quickly check out my other farm game on my phone. I was talking to a buddy of mine, realized I play too many single-player games, gotta branch out and play things with people. I mean, kinda the same, except for a lot of my stuff, like this one, you know, like Farm Sim, while I do tend to play it solo a lot, it is capable of co-op play. It's just I don't have too many friends that are actually interested in playing it. Just because, you know, not everybody is down for spending hours just driving around in fields doing farm work, you know. Driving around in a giant stumpy death machine and shooting people, though, you know, there's a lot more people interested in that kind of thing. Salty Pop. Oh. Well, hello, Misty. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. A remarkably appropriate song for a farming game. Ba-ba-boom. Hmm. Merle. But yeah, no, if you do end up picking it up um at some point, Toasty, just let me know. We can get together to help you learn the basics and whatnot. Okay. This one. Yep, that's the... I mean, it does have a pretty robust tutorial in the single player campaign. Learning how to control stuff and whatnot. Um, oh, that's the... Okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, lovely. Oh, it's hail. Not just rain, it's hail. Ugh. Yeah, watch as half my crop gets destroyed now. Speed up time so we can get through this. The only thing I know of MechWarrior was in an old Flash animation making fun of the third Matrix movie. The guy says, I knew we should have actually trained instead of playing MechWarrior. There we go. Yeah, we lost a bunch more of the fucking crop there. Okay. You know, while there's a part of me that rails at not getting the perfect harvest and the full amount that I could possibly get from this field, you know, the part of me that is the min-maxer. The rest of me is like, you know what? This is actually a lot more realistic. You know, no farmer has ever planted a field and then had it grow through to harvest without having some of it be lost due to issues. You know, and there's always something that crops up that's going to destroy a certain percentage of your crop. Yes, exactly. That was an unintended pun. I apologize. Nibblers? What? Mice and... What? Yeah, mice and stuff, yeah. Yeah, like yeah, mice and stuff, but also just like weather, you know, like bad weather can cause damage to the crops like it does with this mod. Or actually not even with this mod anymore. It's actually technically a base game feature. Um it's just with the base game it's only the hail and tornadoes that can cause damage to the field. Um the the mod introduces some new stuff like droughts and actual like field fires and stuff as well, apparently. That can cause, you know, obviously the crop can get burnt and you can, some of it can wither without enough water. Which, you know, in the base game, water isn't really a concern. It basically just assumes that your field receives the perfect amount of moisture that it needs, you know. It doesn't take it into consideration at all. Um, so your crop yield relies entirely on soil type and fertilizer. And, you know, the other stuff that you can do to improve your yield, you know, rolling, mulching, um, all that kind of stuff. But irrigation isn't part of the base game. Which was disappointing, and one of the reasons I was so happy to find the realistic weather mod. Oh, is it really not going to switch over to... Oh my goodness. Got to freaking come in here and force it to switch to this field. That's annoying. I think probably one of the things I will be... Whoa, why is that orange? Why is the yield map coming up orange on this field? What did I forget to do on this field that caused the yield to drop like that? Come on, come on. Okay, there was no weeds, it was freshly plowed. pH is the same as the others. Nitrogen was the same as the others. So why is the yield down? The hell? Is it... Is it seriously dropped the yield of the entire freaking field just for that one little strip there that got missed when I was plowing it? If so, I am extremely annoyed. You're back! Awesome! I have a weird question for you, Skyfer. You might not know the answer. I'm gonna ask anyway, just in case. Do you have any idea what kind of crops farmers in your area grow? I have my mobile farm game. It's wanting me to buy another farm now. I already have two, one in Canada and one in the UK, but it's wanting me to buy another one. And I was thinking, well, Argentina was like one of the first things that popped into my head. And I was just kind of curious. I figured if I knew what kind of stuff they grow there in real life, it might give me an idea of what kind of things the soil would be good for in the game. Soybean, wheat, and corn are the most popular? Oh, okay. Whoa, no, 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 no. Damn it. Wrong fucking vehicle. And I just destroyed some of my crop. Lovely. Well, I was just kind of thinking, because, like, so the soil in the game, the soil in different areas is suited for growing different types of crops. That's not to say you can't grow other things there. It's just you get better results with certain crops. Like at the moment, my UK farm is spending a fair bit of time growing flax because it grows really well in that soil. So I get a significant yield off of even the small fields that I have over there. And it sells for quite a bit as well. On the other hand, my Canadian farm, I've gone completely freaking weird, and I've decided to grow wetland rice, which is something that just does not really get grown around here at all. It's not really the right climate for it. So I'm getting probably quite a bit lower yield than for the size of the fields that I'm growing in. I'm getting quite a bit lower yield than I would if the soil was suitable. Soil and climate were suitable for it. But it makes so much money that it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like, honestly, honestly, the soil in this area in that game is not the best. Pretty much the only so the suitability for the crops is it's got a little bar for it, and it's color coded. So like once you get above a certain percentage, it's green. Below that, it's yellow, or sorry, orange, and then once you get down really low, it turns red. Pretty much the only crop that actually is green in this area is sweet potatoes, apparently. Which I'm not... It's one of those... It's one of those really annoying crops in the game where, like, it takes a ridiculous amount of seeds to plant a field. And yes, you get a lot of you get a lot of crop out of it when you harvest it, but it's because you get such a large amount, it's only a moderate price. And quite frankly, because you have limited storage space for crops, I can't actually grow sweet potatoes in all of my fields on the North American farm because I just wouldn't be able to store it all. Hence why I went with the wetland rice. I was doing soybeans for a while, but I ran into an issue with those because, so the game has growth times for the different crops measured in like real world time. And the soybeans are an hour. They actually once they're fully planted. Oh, there's an ad. Okay. Well, oh fuck. I don't even know what that last one is, Marcus. You probably still can't hear me yet, I guess. But... Oh, for fuck. Movie? Okay. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, the the crops have a growth time measured in real world time, and the soybeans take about an hour to grow, which, you know, is fine when I'm on my days off and I'm sitting around the house with almost nothing to do, and I can just go on the phone every hour to harvest and replant my soybeans. You know, it's a good cash crop when you can do it that way. When I'm at work, I can't do that, so that's why I've taken to using the wetland rice, because like the flax that I'm growing in my UK farm, it takes like around 4 hours to grow, which means I can plant a field in the morning before I go to work. It'll be ready to harvest on my lunch break, and then I can reseed the field and it'll be ready to harvest again just as I'm getting out of work and about to head home. Or sometimes it'll be after I get home, but you know, either way. The 4 hour growth time works better for me on my work days, basically. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. Got one more headland left to go. Mm. Yeah. So hopefully tomorrow night I will be doing some Mech Warrior again. You know, it's the second time today someone talks to me about my country. uh, oh my goodness. Ba, 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 ba. This one's thinking, complaining my country kicked her ass in Hearts of Iron 4. What country was she playing if she got her butt handed to her by Argentina? Brazil. Brazil. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, you know, she got what was coming to her then. And I still fondly remember the time early on in the like right after the game released, before they even had any DLC available for it. Um, I still remember the time I played as Canada, turned fascist, and conquered the US with my cavalry. It was glorious. The RCMP rode down and captured the US. Uh, Brilliant. We just walked into Washington and we're like, so this is ours now. Sorry about that. I believe it's still technically possible to do that with the different DLCs and stuff. Um, but it's considerably harder than it used to be. And it was hard enough back then. Like it took me several attempts to actually figure out how to do it. And it required a lot of micromanagement because you basically had to it was very much a case of having some of your forces tie down the American army by encircling it, like the American army units by encircling them. Um, and then just not really fighting them. Like you had to encircle them to cut off their supplies and then just kind of like skirmish with them and wear them down since they couldn't get any resupplies, but also you had to keep them from capturing, like recapturing a city or getting a connection to a city so they could get supplies. And while you were busy micromanaging all of that, you had to rush other cavalry around the map, capturing all the victory points in the US in order to make them capitulate. uh, what goes? I am not a bro. Thank you very much. Do you see these tits? Don't think too many bros have these. Passed your algebra math quiz. Nice. Sweet. And for that stupendous achievement, you are rewarded with the prize of being able to do more schoolwork. Congratulations. uh... Want a better prize, but you're also not wrong, right? Uh... I have a question then, Kilogram. If you know that the things you do are annoying, why keep doing them? Like, the only reason I can think of to keep doing stuff that you know annoys other people is if you're deliberately trying to drive people away. Yeah, I'm good. I've still got a third of a tank. It's fine. It's fine. Ah, branding. I see. So you have fully internalized corporate think then, where it doesn't matter how your name is on people's lips, just as long as it is. As long as people are thinking about you, that's all that matters, whether it's good or bad. And see, that kind of thing might work for corporations. But for like personal interactions, it tends to just lead to most people not wanting anything to do with you. I'm not gonna lie, from what I've seen, it appears to be 90% the first one. Mm. See, that I wouldn't have any clue because I try not to be annoying. Because I actually want people to like me. Uh... Oh, full green tank. Interesting. Oh, right, crop destruction. That's interesting. It's like I drive over the withered crop with my tractor and it disappears. Why is... Oh, right, I have crop destruction turned on. Even though it's withered, it still counts as a crop, so it gets destroyed when I drive over it. I'm not used to playing with crop destruction turned on. do. Ellie is live. Ellie, nom nom. Yeah. And one of the ways that they get ads to work is by making them really catchy. Whether that's, they make them memorable. Whether that's, in a good way or a bad way, generally doesn't tend to matter to ad companies. It's just, you know, a way to make people remember the product. Unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, but one thing that a lot of the ad companies don't really tend to take into account, or they'll discount as being not that important, is the fact that if you make your ad memorable by making it annoying, there is a percentage of the population that will then deliberately go out of their way to avoid purchasing your product because the ad annoyed them. Most marketing firms tend to view that as something along the same way that the military classifies acceptable losses. Because in their view, the number of people that will end up buying their product because they remember the ad due to it being annoying is far outweighs the number of people who will go the opposite way. But yes, the more successful ads manage to make themselves memorable without being annoying, which leads to all of the positives, but none of the negatives. One of my takeaways from this course is cave drawings are the Stone Age version of Tinder. What? Also in the Stone Age, better arrowheads equals more hunted animals, which equals more bitches. I mean, not wrong. I'm still waiting for the AI bubble to burst. It's gonna happen. And with the way things are going, it's going to take a large chunk of a great many economies down with it when it does. So we're probably going to be looking at another depression. Whether it'll be a great one or just an average one is yet to be seen. But I know you like butts, Deledian. That's why I keep shoving it in your face when I dance on you. Although, to be fair, most people like butts. It's a fairly safe bet when you're dancing on somebody to either shove your butt or your tits in their face. They'll like one or the other, usually both. Throat lubrication. Oh, great. I gotta go grab another drink from the fridge. Oh, I'll be right back. Oh, my body is still stiff. Mm. Mm-hmm. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, hey, look. I made it back right as my combine finished unloading. There we go. It's a Pepsi. The one solitary Pepsi that I have in the house at the moment. I am trying to cut back again. The only other thing I have in the fridge after this is gone is water. Oh, yeah, I remember those ads. Yeah, oh dear. That one I feel was more kind of neutral. It wasn't super annoying, but it was still probably memorable for the wrong reasons. Although one that I still consider a perfect example of a memorable ad that wasn't annoying was the old Churchill car insurance ads. Anybody who's seen them is having them play in their heads right now. uh... Oi, Churchill, could you save me money on car insurance? Oh, yes. Just by calling 0800 200 300? Yes. I still remember the phone number as well. That's how good those ads were. Or how effective they were, I should say. Well, hi DG, how you doing? Nice to see you again. I'm just getting celebrating for a trade fair. Ah, I see, I see. I forget. Are you still in Saskatchewan or did you move back to BC? I know you were talking about moving back at some point. Still in Saskatchewan? Okay, yeah. Ba ba da ba ba ba. Mm-mm-mm. I'm surviving. Well, haven't been feeling too great the last couple days, but I'm still here. You have some color swatches. Oh, I haven't stock. That way you can make more orders. Ah, I see. I've just been not feeling very well. Just, physical issues. I could do with some chicken noodle soup at the moment, actually, yeah. Been a long time since I had any of that. Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the old Churchill ones from like the 90s were fucking great. But like every other car insurance ad in the history of forever has just been horrible. I don't know what it is with car insurance ads. Oh, oh, wait. I've actually finished the headlands. Okay. Time to do the ups and downs. I'm not even sure, but worth it. I probably would have gotten it if I'd just gone up. Well, yeah, you kind of would get banned for that kind of shit, Kilogram. Like, seriously? That's just insulting at that point. Like, really? It's got nothing to do with people being sensitive, it's just you being a douchebag. Time for another cookie. Mm. Hello, Hopsco. How are you doing? It's just a little love nip. That's all. Right. I think one of the first things I need to upgrade is my harvester. As Frankly, this tiny little header is starting to get a little bit annoying. Having to go up and down so many freaking times. I mean, yes, but that's neither here nor there. It has nothing to do with harvesting this field. Skyfer is always horny. Not always, have to sleep at some point. Not gonna lie, I fully expect that you sleep with a hard on as well. Skyfer doesn't get morning wood, it's all night wood. You're welcome, DG. Oh no, God, don't do no nut November. That's I've never understood why some guys do that. It's like self-inflicted torture. Like why? Why would you do that to yourself? The only time you seriously tried was to try and get free art. I mean, okay. Burp. Hold on a second here. Oh, wait. Let's enable irrigation on that field. What? Those real horns? Well, of course they are. I mean, we all know I'm horny as well, so, yeah. Ba -ba -ba -ba. No, not November is only fun. You have people who are going to try and break it for you. And just survived 2 weeks and said, heck, this not worthy. uh. 1,500. Okay, so I still had some in there that I forgot to sell last year, and I forgot to sell the fricking oats as well. Oops. I got too busy doing contract work and forgot that I had my own crops to sell. So they've sat there in the silo for an entire freaking year. Good thing crops don't go bad in the game. Who you lose, no, not November 2 is the fun, not surviving the whole month. You don't think you could last over a week because you have the money? Is my body too much for you, Skyfer? Nope, wrong direction. Well, I suppose it's a good thing that lately I've been, more and more, like, defaulting to this avatar in VR chat. Cause I usually have the issue in VR chat, especially when I'm dancing, of a lot of the avatars that I already own. I like look at them and I'm like, I don't want to use that. I'm bored with using that. I want to use something different. And that's why I end up buying so many new avatars all the time. But it's a good thing I have not actually been getting that feeling with this avatar. It's like, if nothing else interests me at the time, I can always use this one, and I don't feel bored dancing in her. Which is good, because I'm going to have to severely cut back on how many avatars I buy. Although there is a prop set that I'm thinking about purchasing. Yeah, I've been thinking for a while about getting a different set of wings and tails and tail for my demon thing. Like I've got my eyes on a nice looking set. It's a full set. It has horns as well, but I don't really need them for this avatar because I already have horns. But the wings on it look really nice, and they're the type that, like, the more classic demon wings that like come out from your shoulders or whatever, rather than these little like hip wings that I have at the moment. Or sorry, your back, like your between your shoulder blades, like back there kind of thing. No, I don't make them. I edit them. I can edit them, but I cannot make my own avatars. And even then my editing is limited to basically just material changes. Like making this outfit latex and changing the color of my hair and stuff. You know, basic stuff. Oh, and adding the wings and tail. Okay, have some good eats, Deladian. Mm. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, have a good night, Estrella. Thank you for stopping by. Oop. Oh, oh, my neck. Wow. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, my neck's just stiff. I think I slept weird last night, honestly. My neck was stiff all day, even before the rest of my body started acting up. Sounds like you need a good massage there. Maybe. It shouldn't be muted. Sometimes my model's mouth like actually responds to my like yeah. So like the model's mouth movement is based on a combination of lip sync to the audio, but also visual capture from the webcam. So sometimes I might move my mouth a little bit and the webcam picks up on it and my avatar's mouth opens as if I'm speaking, but I'm actually not. Mm -hmm. I might have to... Might end up having to do that last field on the next in-game week. Or, well... It's like 7:30 in-game at the moment. That, might be able to get the fourth field done. I mean, you know, obviously if I keep working into the nighttime in game, I can definitely get it done before the next day, but it's a question of whether I want to do that or not. Oh, having some strawberries with cream. My goodness. So jelly. Wait, you were having some strawberries with cream and you were imagining eating it off of me, right? Nailed it. Knew it. In horny Skyfer. Mm. for fuck's sakes. Mm. Mm. Hmm. 8 p.m. in game. Okay. Did you actually get the full set of ads there, Skyfer? Like the full 3 minutes? The same as like 3 or 4 ads? Okay. Previous one you had the full set of 3 minutes? Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba. So yeah, I gotta remember to actually sell the damn crops this time when it hits the peak price. Actually, to facilitate that, I would like to get some kind of, like, semi-truck or something to transport all of the crop, or as much as I can, in one go, rather than having to cart it multiple times with that little tractor-pulled trailer. Suppose I could always, like, lease something. For this go around. Oh, alright, that's another game I need to play again at some point. Frickin' Cyberpunk. Been quite a while since I played that one. Mm. Apparently Steam can't make up my mind what people on my friends list are playing. It just came up with a pop-up saying that my one friend was playing Cyberpunk, and then immediately followed it up with a pop-up saying they were playing Fallout 4. And I was like, oh, well, which is it? Which is it, Steam? Troubleshooting your printer, it was being a dork. Ah. And you told it to stop being a dork and behave, right? Yeah. Uh, I mean, Skyfar's certainly booped me places. I mean, what? Mm, clearly you haven't been lurking in my streams enough then, if you're out of points. I joke, I joke. Quarter to 9. Although, in real life, it's more like 8:30. Only like 15 minutes difference, I guess, yeah. Mm. Blah. Okay. And curious now, is the darker green better yield than the light green, or is it worse? Like, am I getting better yield in this field this time, or was it better last year? Just darker green is better? Well, that's what I was thinking, but it's like... Uh, yeah, darker green is better. Okay, yeah. Oh, so that's like... Oh, geez, that's like 125%. Nice. 20, 10... 5... Okay, so the majority of my fields were at least 95% yield or higher, some up to 125. 90. Oh, yeah. The vast majority of my fields yielded at least 90%. 5. Yeah, there was only that tiny little strip there that was less than 85%. Even then, it was like 70. Okay, yeah. That's pretty good yields, not gonna lie. Oh geez, yeah, it's got the bar right at the bottom of the minimap, geez. Look, I'm blind, okay? It comes with old age. I'm blind and deaf and freaking my body's breaking down. Oh. Won't be too many more decades before I'm only good for fertilizer. Hmm. Why? A stretch? The heck? The heck, Skyfer? How dare you? Engage the cruise control. Extra limber? I'm not going to be doing anything that needs me to be limber tonight. Well, my shoulders certainly appreciated it. My neck is a little better. What? How dare you, Skyfer? I'm the one who says good insert gender here. Sky cannot afford that kind of thing, DG. Also, she's got more important things to be worrying about at the moment. Like, this Monday, she's got to get her car fixed up, and then once that's done, she's got to get herself booked in for a dentist's appointment. I've had a car for quite a while. It's just been sitting in my parking stall at my apartment, not really being used. But now my building's owners have basically told me I need to get it fixed up and mobile so that it's not just continuously sitting in my parking spot with flat tires. Like it has been for like the past 2 years or so. Are you looking for a car now? You're not getting another truck instead? So looking for a truck, but I need a winter vehicle. Oh, okay. That it sounded a little weird for me because most people, for most people, the truck is the winter vehicle because the extra clearance and stuff. Most people, the car is the one that gets like put away in the winter. If they have, if they have like a truck and a car, they usually drive the car in the summer and the truck in the winter. My current truck has a busted heater core. Oh, to get to that, and it's just a pain in the butt. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, honestly, I have like the opposite problem at the moment. My car has a busted AC. So if I drive it during the summer, the only cooling I get is the classic, the traditional cooling that was all we had when I was a kid growing up of rolling down the windows and letting the airflow do the job, you know. Still, I'd rather have that than busted heating, to be honest, in this country. Mm. Mm. Mhm. Gee, it's almost 10 o'clock at night in the game. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I can finish up harvesting this field, but doing the straw is gonna have to wait until the next in-game day. Which is also technically the next in-game week, because I have it set to four days in a month to simulate 4 weeks. Yep. So each in-game day is a week. Which I think is fairly accurate. Like harvesting these 4 fields with just the one old and small combine like this would probably take about a week. Especially with having to do like everything as a one woman operation, you know? Oh shit. I forgot I bought the fucking... Oh my god. I've harvested this entire fucking load of canola with the regular combine when I had the swather there that I had purchased specifically for harvesting these fields of canola. Oh my god. Well, losing out on an extra 20% crop yield. Joy. Three. It's what happens when it's, you know, a week or more between between game sessions. I forget stuff like that. Why?
Agent Aria Starlight 000 is raiding with 4 agents. FBI, open up.
Oh my goodness, Aria, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. How you doing? Button box, please. Can you please cooperate tonight, button box? Playing silly horse game. Haunts game. There we go. Button box is finally cooperating. There we go. Wow, I'm doing okay. The farm is okay. Although I did have an annoying realization just now. I have harvested all 4 of these fields with my regular combine when I had a swather over at the store that I could have used instead, which not only would have sped up the entire process, but would have given me an extra 20% yield on my crops. So I'm disappointed in myself. Yeah, because I got this dinky old combine harvester here from like the 50s or something. Tiny little header on it. I could have been using this with that big header there, and then just come along with the combine with that other one on it and pick it up afterwards, like this one. And not only would it have been faster because the larger header, but it would have given me 20% more crop as well. And I think about 10% extra straw too, or something along those lines. But yeah, I completely forgot I had the damn thing there. Until I accidentally tabbed into it, like, right before you raided. And I was like, no! Alright. That is the crop harvested. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Mm. Mhm. Alright. Probably need to go first person for this. Yeah, there we go. Shoots. I left the harvester in the way. Mm-hmm. You know, I think I should put the roller in that other bay. And save the big open spot for the combine and the swather. Mm. Okay, you know what I think I'll do? Since the baler is self-driving, doesn't need to hook up to anything. I will plop the header down. Plop the header down in front of the baler. And I will... Well, hopefully this pickup header will actually attach to this combine. If not, then... well, I may have an issue. Although I did just say earlier that new combine was definitely going to be one of my first purchases. Oh hey, look at that, it attaches. It's gonna look fucking goofy as hell because it's designed for a much bigger, it's designed for a much bigger combine than this, but you know what? I'll take it. It works. That's all that matters. Actually, what I might do... might actually just put this in this way. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Because this thing has a... okay. Ignore that. That didn't happen. This thing has a much wider header, so it needs to go in... needs to go in the other... the... needs to go in the shed this way. Ah, that was a bit, yeah, there we go. Go. I guess if I want to be a bit more realistic about it, I should also lower the header on this one, because you wouldn't leave it sitting in the shed with that lifted up off the ground. It's just asking for trouble. There we go, all done. And it is now 10 past 11 at night. Ay, ay, ay. Go to 7 a.m. Only to the same extent as anybody else, DG. Is there anything here that is more appropriate for a European setting? Hmm. Probably something like this, but honestly, you know what? Screw it. I'm going with the Super Bee. It's on sale at the moment. That's good enough reason for me. I am gonna have to borrow some money to do that though. But that's okay because I don't have a huge loan out at the moment. Whoa! Okay. Right. Because it's a second-hand piece of equipment, it starts with more random coloring. Um, that looks good. Kinda matches me, right? The black on the bottom, blue on the top. And didn't cost me any extra either. Okay. I will need a truck to pull it with. I'll probably have to lease something for the first few times. I mean, European setting, a lot of older equipment at the moment, so ideally I think I'd want to go with this one. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, it's got extras on it, right? How much is the lease on that? 5,000, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I don't need that just yet. I have time to um I have time to build up some money from contracts and stuff before I go worrying about buying that. Why is my activity feed blank? The heck? Docs. Hmm. Interesting. It's not showing the activity feed as an option anymore. That's weird. Oh well. Tell you what I might do, though. I might call it a night here, just to make sure I can get a decent night's sleep tonight, and hopefully feel better tomorrow for work. So, thank you very much for joining me tonight. If you are on the YouTubes, don't forget to check out my profile for links to the other stuff that I do. And if you're watching as a video after the fact, please, do the like and comment and subscribe and all that fun stuff that feeds the YouTube algorithm. And, even if you watched on Twitch, if you want to help me out, feel free to throw the recording on in the background over on YouTube just to give it some watch time. Watch time, a comment, a like, all helps with getting it out there. But yeah. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow for some Mech Warrior, hopefully.